G'day, guys. Welcome back to another week of Blowing the Froth Off with Klutz and Das.
Podcast where we hear from you and answer your questions.
It's all about you.
We are the Bloody Brilliant Beers, and this is our Wednesday podcast where we listen to all of the callers from throughout the previous week. Now, people might ask why we're called Bloody Brilliant Beers, and that's because we started off reviewing beers on Facebook.
Yep. And now we just talk shit.
We talk absolute shit. This is the sort of chats that you can expect in the front bar at your local pub. And we are, of course, coming from our local pub, the Mighty Caxton Hotel.
Shout out to it.
The greatest pub in all of the land. We've actually been on a work trip recently. To new listeners won't know, but old listeners will know. We were in Sydney a couple of weekends ago, and we can confirm that it's the greatest pub in Queensland and New South Wales. So we're just ticking off states one at a time.
And the world. Yeah, look, we had heard there was a couple of pubs down in Sydney that could rival it, but I didn't fucking see them.
Neither did I.
The ones that we went to that we were told to.
They were good, but not as good.
They were good, but it's like this.
Where else can you see Suncorp Stadium?
Exactly. Where else do the walls talk?
Exactly. Where else do you have this much culture?
That's it.
Coming through the carpet and the walls. Nowhere is the answer.
That's it. Darcy, you did mention Bloody Brilliant Beers. We started off with beers.
We did start off with beers.
We sort of have rounded that back.
We're sort of doing beers right now, aren't we?
Yeah, that's it. A little bit of a plug here, guys. We still have, it's just been canned, Strawberries and Cream and Doug's XPA.
If you're listening to this, actually, it'll be Wednesday, and that means the beers will be being sent out. The first lot are being sent out on Wednesday.
Yep.
I don't know what the latest update is on the sales, but there was not much Doug's left when we checked on Friday last week.
Basically gone.
It was.
Strawberries and Cream not that far behind either. So, and there's a lot more Strawberries and Cream. So what that is telling me is that last year it was fucking fantastic, and the people just want more.
And I actually had the honour of tasting both of the beers.
How were they?
Doug's was in the can, ready to drink, and it was fucking delicious.
Yep.
For people who don't know, I brewed it for my granddad. It's a beer to share with your best mate, and I had a couple with him for his birthday on Friday. It was fucking phenomenal. We'll cover that off on the Friday pod. But I also tried the Strawberries and Cream. It was still in the, I think it's called the Bright tank. I'm not too sure, one of the big tanks. Not quite ready, but geez, it was tasting good. Very pink. Very pink. I think Maddie said they were canning it today, being Monday and tomorrow. Yep. So
that's awesome.
It'll be tasting absolutely delicious by the time it gets out to people.
Excited. But if you guys want to grab yourselves a case, there's not many left. Head to our Instagram.
Yep.
Go through the link in the bio and get on it.
Use the code BBB Frothies10 for 10% off. And we didn't talk about this before the pod, well, we kind of did, but we're going to be giving away a Baggy Green as well.
Yeah, I was about to say, do we just wing this?
We do, we just wing this.
Yeah, so guys, take a screenshot of your order.
Take a screen. No, tag us in your story once you've got the beer.
Yeah, okay. I like that.
We'll leave it open for a couple of weeks. Tag us in your story on Instagram with one of the beers in your hand. Everyone who doesn't know, the Baggy Greens, we're both currently wearing them. That we put them on sale last year. We sold out in 4 minutes.
Yep.
They're the most hot commodity that we have ever put out into the world, I think. So I feel like people will be eager for them. If you want one, all you got to do is order some of our beer, tag us on Instagram, and yeah, we'll draw a winner in a couple of weeks' time. I don't know what the date is now, the 7th, so maybe the 21st.
Yeah,
I don't know.
maybe. We'll see what happens.
We'll post about it, but yeah.
But make sure you get a carton. Because
people have already ordered, so.
The Baggy Greens went quicker than our Baggy Green wearing friends in the fucking T20 World Cup.
That's it, which is pretty quick.
Which is fucking quick. Not even the finals. So shout out to the Australian cricket team for doing absolutely nothing.
And before we get into the calls, last bit of admin. If you want to get in touch, call the Froth line on 07 3103 3389. That is 07 3103 3389. And leave us a message. Leave us a question.
Terms and conditions apply.
Tell us a funny story. Whatever you wish. There was fucking so many because we didn't do a show last week.
Yeah.
And I think I got back through most of them. But geez,
fuck, that's a big effort.
That's a lot.
That's a big effort.
I got up at 4:45 this morning and did it till I left my house at 7:30.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Bro.
So, yeah, thanks to everyone who called in. Anyway.
Last week, if you listen to the Friday pod, Das wasn't in the best state.
Yeah, I'm still not. I'm
still recovering. It was Sydney's taken us. Well, actually, I feel fucking sweet, but it took Das. And then some of the calls were just really getting to his head. So, look, he's back.
Barely, but
sort
back.
of.
Yeah.
Physically here, mentally somewhere else, but that's all right. That's us half the time.
Exactly.
Speaking of which, because of my Gomez Stafford, good luck later. Because that's where I mentally am right now.
Let's get into it. First call of the week.
Klutz, Das, congratulations, Josh, on your win.
Thank you.
just want to say, at 1:10 a.m., while I had indulged myself on a vegan brownie on the 29th of September, I foolishly messaged Josh Clutterbuck on Instagram saying, if you win, I will get that rig tattooed on my leg.
Yes.
Now, I'm a man of my word. I'll get it done.
Holy shit.
I'll get it done.
He's going to get it done.
If you want, you can pick where it goes, Josh, or I'll let you pick what it is. Up to you, or I'll just put whatever, but I'll get it done. I'm a man of my word. Anyway, I'm going to... Nice little peaceful hang up. Just for you boys. Congratulations again.
Now, I must preface that call came through at 1:45 on a Sunday morning. So
well, shout out to vegan brownies.
He might not have been.
Might have had a few more vegan brownies.
Yeah.
That is phenomenal. I do remember that. I actually messaged him the other day. I did a big clean out of my personal inbox the other day. I had a few messages.
Jeez, we got to clean out the other one as well.
Yeah, I know. I've been preparing myself for that actually to help you out, but I'm, me.
That's an all-day job. We might have to take leave off work.
Yeah, anyway. might have to. But yeah, I was going through it, and that was one of the messages, and I was like, oh my God. I was like, bruh, holy shit. And he's like, oh my God, I got to do it now. I love that he's a man of his word.
Surely the photo of you sitting with the trophy that I took.
Whereabouts, if I was to choose somewhere,
yeah,
maybe an arse cheek. Because that'd be really funny at parties. I don't know, leg or an arse cheek.
Yeah, if it was me, I'd prefer to have it on my arse cheek than my leg. But
yeah, because if it's on the leg, you can see.
You can see it at all
imagine
times.
walking around with my rig on your leg for everyone to see.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
It's good promotion for Budge.
Great promotion for Budge. Great promotion for the pod as well.
Great promotion for the pod. Great conversation starter.
That's it.
Maybe you could make like a How I Met Your Mother type series, you know? How I Met Your Father. Well, he was walking down the street and had this big ordinary rig on his leg.
Yeah. Jesus, this bloke must have big legs.
He must.
Big bodybuilder.
Yeah, tell you what. If he's got pins, it's not going to fit.
It's not going to fit.
It's not going to fit
full
at all.
sleeve job.
Yeah, exactly. You got to have at least a tree stump. But I don't know.
Before we move on, actually, there's one more bit of admin that I want to tick off that I forgot about. This Saturday, the 12th, Caxton Craft Park Party.
Yep.
There's an insane lineup of craft beers in the car park at the Caxton. Clutzy and I'll be there. I think we're hosting on stage, like asking questions.
I think so. I'll be coming in very hot.
Yeah. I think we both will be. Wait, what do you have on before?
Oh, my granddad's funeral on the Friday.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so I'll be coming in from Bundy.
After a wake.
Leaving at 6 or 7 a.m. from Bundy on Saturday morning to get back to the Caxton to the Craft Park party.
Jesus.
So I'll be coming in hot.
Well, yeah, we'll be there. There'll be heaps of good beers on tap. I don't have the lineup, but we'll read it out on the Friday pod. So come down, say good day, and have a beer with us.
Also, I have one more bit of admin to cover off as well.
Fine.
I forgot to do it last week because I had a lot of head noise, but
I know this is going. I'm glad you remembered.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it about this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing Movember, but I'm doing it a bit different. So, obviously, guys, as we know, earlier this year, my best mate, Matt, unfortunately took his life, and it's fucked. So, it's almost been 5 months now, which is crazy. Like, that's just gone like nothing, eh? So, big shout out to one of our mates, Gwynny, who has started a Mo Bros organisation. Now, I don't have the exact fellas that are in it. I'll get that for the Friday pod, but I'm doing it a little bit differently to the other boys. I've had my mo for so long now, and I feel like it's sort of a part of me. I actually hate not having facial hair. I don't know. Something.
You look fucked without it.
Yeah, it's fucked. I genuinely hate it. So I'm raising money for Matt and for mental health and men's health in general this month, along with the boys. I also fucked up my thing. Our goal is $10,000. So I put my goal as $10,000 instead of $2,000.
So that bumped up your whole team's thing to 20?
Well, I'm not sure, but my personal goal apparently is $10,000 now. So basically, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
But I thought, we have a fair amount of listeners on this podcast now. And it made me think, if literally every single person donated $1,
we'd be there.
We would be there.
Yeah.
So, fuck, it's not much that I'm asking. And what I'm thinking is I'll probably go no facial hair until my birthday next year, 19th of February, and then I'll start growing. Yeah. So if I hit that $10,000, I'll be getting rid of the mo and basically clean shaving every day, which is something I hate. I genuinely hate it so much. But it's for a good cause, and it'll
Yep.
be something that every day that I have to shave, I will be
Reminder.
remembering that. It's a good
Yeah.
reminder. So,
We'll put the link in our bio. and
We'll put
stuff.
the link in the bio, but it's literally if every single person that listens to this podcast and all the Friday podcasts combined donate $1, and I'll be a baby face until the 19th of February next year. So, which literally scares the shit out of me.
Get behind the man.
Yeah, get behind
It's
it.
a great cause.
Thank you. Sorry.
That's okay. Moving forward.
Go, Jeeves.
Boys, it's a Mirrenvale Mudskipper here.
I love you.
And I'm in fucking all sorts. Got a dirty old Big Mac from Calliope Macca's yesterday, Arvo. Went and recorded a couple of episodes and then got home. And about 11:30 that night, I hadn't even had many beers. I have just woken up to this fucking rumbling in the guts, mate, and just fucking sooled it down the hallway. Just got in, mate, when it was just unleashing into the bowl. And then I had that feeling, mate, I needed to spew. And I'm like, holy fuck, I feel like just spewing against the door and sorting it out later. But I put my big boy pants on, mate, stood up, flushed her, and then had to bury the head in the toilet to unleash a spew. And it sounded like a walrus getting castrated. The missus reckoned she was embarrassed by how loud of a spewer I was. And then learnt me lesson, and I was sitting there with a big tub the second time, just unleashing from both ends. And I'll tell you what, boys, if I had old mate pointing the gun at me head at that time, I would have given him the nod, said, let her go, Joe. But pretty much, tell us your worst fucking spewing yarn when you have just fucking had to unleash and it was just the shittest time. Righto, stay out of each other.
Well, not the worst, but the most recent was definitely when we were moving into my house.
Oh, yeah.
And that
wasn't
just
even
happens
like-
randomly.
That wasn't even like hungover or sick or anything.
Nah.
Hair in my mouth.
The worst I've ever had would be after Ben Hicks's 21st. We're coming back from out near Kingaroy, and we stopped at this little town. I couldn't open my eyes because I had that bad of a headache. It was the worst hangover I've ever had. I walked down a side street and was just projectile vomiting for, I don't know, maybe like 5 minutes. It was fucked. Mum and Dad were just like, what is going on? There's like families going to go to their car were like not going down the road because I was there just like basically shouting. It was so fucked. Another time that I've had a similar sort of experience after Falls Festival 2000 and I want to say 15, when Eden kept me up from all his throwing up.
Yeah, I
I
remember
actually
that.
caught that bug as well, and I was just like, for those of you out there who have seen Star Wars: The Phantom Menace, when Big Boss NASA says to Jar Jar Binks and Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi, be gone with him, and goes, that's the sound I was making. And then when he's celebrating at the end, when they're all coming together and he's just like, that was me, and it just kept getting louder and louder as I was getting more fucked and fucked. I wasn't excited like Big Boss NASA, Your Highness.
Yeah.
I was just in pain. It was fucked.
I reckon my worst in recent memory that I can remember was I was supposed to be going to the Origin with Eden as well for work, and had my girlfriend's dad's 60th the night before, and Eden had got us tickets through work. So whatever you do, just don't be hungover tomorrow. Like, I know what you're like. We can't miss this. We've got it for work. And I was like, mate, I'll be fine. It's a 60th. I'll be fine. I was not fine. I had to be at Eden's at 2 o'clock, and I woke up. You know when you wake up, you have no idea what time it is?
Yep.
Woke up, I was like, oh, I feel really shit. Go to the bathroom, spewing my guts up. Also, keep in mind, we stayed at my in-laws' house,
Yeah.
because that's where the party was.
Yeah.
And I was just being sick, and everyone could obviously hear me. And then my girlfriend comes, she's like, "Oh, Eden's trying to contact you." I was like, "Yeah, all good. I just have to be at his house by 2." And she was like, "Oh, it's 2:30." I was like, "Oh, fuck my life." So luckily, my girlfriend's brother's new girlfriend is a paramedic, and she gave me some anti-nausea wafers.
Yeah.
And then my girlfriend's dad dropped me to Eden's, and I got there and got straight back on the beers, but it was fucking not fun.
Not good.
No,
Not good
not
at all.
fun at all.
I do have one more that I just remembered. It was after we went to the harness racing
Oh
at
yeah.
Albion. I think I might have mentioned it on the other pod a while back. But Stranksy and I got into a bit of a giggly mood.
Yeah, that's
and we
right.
played Tiggy and ran across the Brecky Creek, and I had that thing
that you
going
get.
with my throat, and then I just went, I'm going to throw up, and I literally just dragon walked, projectile vomited across the entire Brecky Creek, just like car park, just laughing, and I went behind
like
a car.
Charizard.
Yeah, it was fucked, and I went behind a bin to keep doing it, so that
The fuck thing was that you were laughing as well.
yeah, it was because it was so funny, dude. Like it just came out of nowhere, and I was like, "Oh, well, here we go again." So that happened, but like I couldn't clean my mouth because it was everywhere as well, and I couldn't clean myself up. So I just there was a cardboard bin there, so I just got a bit of fucking cardboard
That's fucked.
and just went. Whoosh. Well, you got to do what you got to do.
You do. It's better than walking around with vomit all over your mouth.
Yeah, it is. And I got into the Brecky Creek, so
My mum's trying to call me. Do not, Kelly. I'm trying to do my job.
G'day, fellas. Giraffe Boy here. I've been in the Colliers for a little bit. I had a couple of things on my mind, so be prepared to take notes. The trigger really for me to Colliers was I just got caught shame eating in the Woolies car park, having some Red
Obviously the best of
Rooster.
us.
I went and picked it up, let it cool down a little bit, and ate it in the Woolies car park just before we headed in there.
Nothing wrong with that.
no.
Yeah, that was a bit uncomfortable. Secondly, it really goes to show, Clot's obviously really proud of everything you've done in the moment with the ordinary rig competition, but I really want to toot Darce's horn. Goes to show how much work he does. You couldn't get one episode of the NFL podcast out at all. So it just goes to show that Darce is the real backbone of this. Love you, Darce.
I've said that from day one.
Third, I want to know what your guys' crook hangover cure/food is. I remember a while ago, Klotz, you talking about your dad having like a whole carton of eggs, which is absolutely crook. I remember trying it. It's no good. Mine was getting a Woolies roast chicken, shredding it up, a bit of pasta, and just like half a thing of mayo and half a thing of Parmesan cheese.
Oh,
Eating that in the pool.
That's so
That
fun.
sounds so shit.
Anyway, stay out of each other and yourselves, I guess, or don't. I mean, it's free country. Do what you want. Love you lots. Bye.
That sounds so dry. Just like shredding up Woolies chicken.
Yeah, that does. Yeah, on the NFL pod, actually, I had a chat to my mate Traff that I was doing it with for that 1 week, and the dude's job had him out of town for the last 5 weeks. So, look, there's a very good chance it's on the back burner until next year. But
I must
also,
say as well, I was going to edit that one episode you did record and I never did. So
yeah, left the SIM card. Oh, no.
something happened.
Yeah, no, something happened. I think we just got fucked up.
Oh, yeah. I think we left the SIM cards here 1
Yeah,
week and then
yeah.
the next week was like, well, it's old
Yeah,
news.
so,
now,
yeah, it's old news. But
One
yeah,
day,
I've
one day.
always preached that he is the backbone of the pod because he does everything. I don't think that's news to anyone old or new listening to the podcast. But also hangover feeds. I actually don't usually eat straight away the next morning.
Depends how bad I am. If I'm like really crook, I
I
don't.
prefer just sleeping.
Yeah, sleeping is the key, I reckon.
Usually,
And
if
water.
I'm eating, it's something I've brought home.
If I wake up as well, like when we're in Sydney, if I wake up in the middle of the night, I'm like, I need to drink as much water as humanly possible.
Oh my
right now.
God. It's no, like he's not joking. It was fucked. I reckon it was like 8 or 9 glasses of water.
Probably what, like 3 or 4 in the morning.
Yeah, something like that. It
Yeah,
was
that
so
was, there was
fucked.
small glasses though.
I had such a dry mouth, and I was like, "Oh fuck, maybe I could go for some water as well." I was like, "Cool." Darcy's just
There's none
drunk
left.
Sydney's fucking supply of water for tomorrow.
Drought.
Yeah, there
Yeah,
we go.
that's my trick. If you wake up during the night and you know you're gonna be hung tomorrow, just get as much water down your gullet as you can.
Or if you wake up hung, go back to sleep.
Yep.
Works over.
And then KFC, if all else fails.
Yeah.
Moving on.
G'day lads, backyard gynecologist here. Happy fucking Friday. Bit of a yarn here for you. So I was in the club last weekend
Honestly,
and Jump Around came on. So I was like, fuck yeah, this is my tune. So I was up there on the D4 jumping around, having a fucking good time. A few ladies came up and joined in, so we were all jumping around. And then the twist came on. I was like, get fucked. I love this song too. So I was there doing the twist, having a good old boogie. Absolutely loving it. All my mates getting around me. Anyway, so then Come On Eileen came on, and I got fucking kicked out. Cheers, lad.
Happens to the best of us. It happens to the best of us.
I was wondering if that was going to go. I'm not going to lie, when I heard that this morning for the first time, it went straight over my head. I must have still been half asleep. Hopefully Eileen recovered though.
Yeah, hopefully.
Great song.
It is a good song. Bit of mixed messages. If you're a literal person, don't listen to it. Just hope that Eileen isn't in the room.
Yeah, that's it. Not one of the great names I've heard. Eileen.
She's a bit of an interesting one. If there's any Eileens that are listening, reach out.
Yeah.
We'd love to
come
chat.
on the podcast.
Yeah. Come on, Eileen.
Moving on.
Boys, Gladstone Gamer here, calling from the free phone in the fucking main street of Yeppoon. Just a bit of a yarn to follow up on last Friday's potty about the whole cake icing catastrophe. Back in primary school, I had a hour-ride bus home, and of course, once 4:30 p.m. rolls around, we were a bit of a fiend for a post-school snack. Vegemite sandwich, 2-minute noodles, or even a bit of a naughty boy with the old Milo bar. Anyway, my brother caught a separate bus, and we get home 20 minutes earlier. And I remember one day coming home, and there was like a small trail of white powder dusting towards his bedroom door. I barge in with my sausage roll in hand, ready to 1v1 him on Tekken. Shout out to the PS2, by the way. And this bloke must have had a hankering for the sweet tooth. It's just face first in a big mixing bowl full of raw icing sugar, going absolutely ham on it. He looked up at me like a ruined headlights and looked like he had Pablo Escobar's fucking marching band all over his prepubescent stash. Give him heaps. Also, shout out to Big Klutz for being the most ordinary boy in the world. Love you. See you. Bye.
Thank you, Gladstone Gamer. Fuck. Straight icing sugar is a big day.
So fucked.
Did you ever used to do the icing sugar on the strawberries?
Yeah.
But like then just fucking
Go
paint it?
hard.
Yeah.
And sometimes you'd like suck it all off and then put it back in. Double dip it.
Yeah. It was like Whiz Fizz sherbet.
Yeah, fucking hell.
It just fucking yeah, fuck yeah. That is so fucked.
That is fucked.
I think icing sugar is probably like I would feel so sick after just hammering into
so
it.
sick.
I love that it was like a white little trail though.
Yeah, like when the Easter Bunny came.
It means that he was fucking
going hard.
getting into it.
Moving on.
Yeah, gentlemen. Hope it's the Frothline once again. It's the prawn. Sorry for a double dribble twice in a week, but just had a fucking great idea, eh? I know you've had a couple pair of the pods over the years, you know, the Gab's Hottest 100, most recently Clutzy's Ordinary Rig. But I'm more thinking Triple J's Hottest 100. And I know you've had your band of the week every week for this year at least. And I'm thinking, what if we try and make that band / song win the Triple J's Hottest 100? Like, the first song that springs to mind for me is the song that you played before the Alpha Blokes podcast by Out For You by a young 15-year-old gentleman, Mitch Santiago.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you now, that bloke's got fucking talent.
He's got pipes.
So we can decide in the Frothies group what we want the song to be, but I reckon we all need to band together and try and make one of the on the piss bands of the week make it at least into the Triple J's Hottest 100.
Surely we can get number 100, right?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Santiago.
if it's a shit idea, don't play it, but
That's a great idea.
You.
It's a fucking great idea.
Fucking awesome.
I can we
Melbourne's got a bit of ticket to it, but not as much as Queensland, so fucking chips in your cheeks and don't piss the sheets.
Thank you, Prawn.
Love you, boys. Catch you later.
we get the Prawn to start a poll.
Yep.
In Frothies, and whatever gets voted the highest will push.
Mitch Santiago, I heard on Triple J the other day, they're playing one of his new songs. He's
really?
He's like proper trending, bro.
There you go.
So I think maybe that'd be a good sneaky one as well, because like there
might be a few other votes outside of us, but we can still claim it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The other one that comes to mind straight away for me is Bocce's Salt Pissed.
Yeah.
It's a great song.
Or one of the 10-2 songs.
Or one of the
10-12.
10-12, yeah. Maybe we make a Frothies top 10.
Yeah.
Hottest 100 top 10 and just chuck them in.
Yeah.
That'd be sick.
That would be sick.
We've also just got to double check.
Then everyone can vote for
the only thing is we got to double check because some of the songs were released
last year
or the year before.
Yeah, that's a caveat.
That's an admin thing that we'll get to eventually.
We love admin, so we'll get there.
Nah.
Someone else please check that.
Shout out to Bundy Dribble.
G'day, fuckwits, Bundy Beers here. Just kidding, Bundy. Fucking, do I have a three-way for you? Listen to this.
Good afternoon, boys. Fireball Frisbee here. Gentlemen, MILF. We're up to no good.
Here's an aggressive hang-up, but like a spin on it.
I got it.
Fuck, I forgot they were together.
Yeah, good to see three kings getting into their work together. I think they're up the coast.
Yeah, the three wise men.
The three wise
James
men.
Blunt actually made a song about them.
Those three, yeah.
Just
trying to have some fun.
James Blunt's actually a time traveler.
Yeah.
You can see into the future as well.
Look who's alone now.
Yeah.
It's not me.
It's not me. It's
not me.
Those three wise men. Got you setting by the sea.
I don't know what the words to that part, yeah. Something by the sea.
But you got to ask yourself the question, where are we now? We're at the Caxton Hotel.
The greatest pub on earth, as we have previously discussed.
Shout out to it.
Now, this one's a bit of an admin one, but I wanted to leave it in.
Okay.
To discuss.
Listen, guys, this is fantastic. I love that your podcast has gotten to this level. But what's the go on the commercials behind the podcast? Because obviously you've gotten the top 50, whatever. And now we all have to hear ads about whatever, be it NBA or whatever. So I'm just interested, did you accept that? Is that a thing? I don't know. It's just, I still love the podcast. I'll listen to it regardless, but it's just very interesting. Anyway, go hard, cunts.
I like that. Yeah, look, we've actually got some blokes that we're working with at the moment, helping us out with some sponsorship. And basically
whenever we don't have a sponsor like the Lad Collective or, the reads that we do, we can plug those in the background, and not everyone gets the same one. So it's sort of like sold almost like through a radio network. So it depends on where you are, how old you are, what gender you are, what ads you get. So it's sort of tailored to you, but it's just a way for us to earn a little bit of cash on the side when we don't have any ads running.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Obviously, a lot of time and effort goes into the pod, so it's nice if we can get that little kickback where we can, and we understand that it's annoying, but we still appreciate everyone's continued support.
Yeah. The alternative to that is we just keep getting some fucking filthy little people working with us. Get some companies working alongside us. Got some shit in the pipeline, but if you know anyone that wants to sponsor us, reach out. Reach out. If you got some company, if you work for some decent sized companies, Telstra, yeah. Shout out to the cock gobbler. Yeah, fucking hit us up because we're keen to start working with some more people or some people we already have worked with in the past. So we can work out some shit, and then you don't have to listen to those other ones.
We're a bit behind the eight ball at the moment just because Sydney completely fucked us up, but starting to get more organised and things should be back to normal ASAP.
That's it.
So we thought we'd just leave that in to explain that because we can understand that it's a bit weird. They just randomly popped in.
Yeah. I
also started I listened to one of our episodes and I got ads for cosmetic injectables on the Gold Coast. I was like,
yeah,
sure.
Well, Melbourne hairdressers.
Yeah. Weird. Very weird.
We're from Brisbane.
Yeah. Very
just
weird.
wasted your money.
Yeah.
But thanks for listening.
Yeah. Moving on.
To Australia's most average rig and his little mate. Just ringing from the free phone here in Burleigh Bowls Club. Howdy, howdy. It's fucking rowdy. Australia's average rig. Just give us a tip. How do you get a rig so average? Because I'd fucking kill for that rig. And that's all I got.
Look, I've said a few times before, but it is 27 years of hard work and dedication.
It's not just something you wake up with, is it?
No, it's not. You actually have to work for it. It's fucking costly.
Progress, a little bit. Just get 1% more ordinary every day.
That's it. Minimal amounts of effort, lots of grease intake.
Which there's lots of effort in that.
Yeah.
Though.
Basically, as long as you have more kilojoules than the kilojoules you're going to burn, you're going to get an average rig. So count your kilojoules, work out how much exercise you're doing, and do less.
Or eat more.
Yeah, eat more, drink
less.
more piss. I don't know.
This is not health advice either.
It's not health advice. It's just if you want to be ordinary, I don't know. Basically, just I wouldn't say stop caring because I do care.
Yeah.
But just
try less.
Try less and just be comfortable with being ordinary.
Yeah, that's what it's all about.
That's what it's all about.
That's what it's all about.
That's literally what it's all about.
Last call of the week. Till next week.
Good afternoon, lads. I am currently 12 years deep in a walk as a unit of measurement from Double Bay to Alexandria in Sydney.
Respect.
And I thought I'd leave with a quick joke. So here it is. What did the cowboy say at his second rodeo? This ain't my first rodeo. That's right. I'll leave you with that one. Goodbye. Thank you.
You know it's coming, but I think just the delivery, just the way he said it is perfect.
So
also,
nonchalant.
Appreciate that you used the correct
unit of measurement. The only unit of measurement.
Yeah, the only one that we recognise on this podcast.
Yeah.
That's it.
12 beers is a big fucking walk.
That's a fucking huge walk.
Yeah. I'd probably need more to cover that distance, to be honest.
Definitely. As people that know Sydney, that's a massive
That's us.
walk.
We know Sydney.
We know Sydney.
We know Sydney. Like the back of our hands.
Yeah, Sydney's lost without us, to be honest.
Yeah, it's probably in turmoil down there.
It had a lot of cries for help.
Economic crisis.
Yeah. House prices are
We did get
going up.
invited back down on the weekend coming.
For literally Thursday, Friday, Saturday, yeah.
Yeah, on a super yacht.
On a super yacht.
We had to turn it down because we're at the Caxton.
Yeah. That shows how great the Caxton is, actually.
Yeah, exactly.
We turned down going on a fucking super yacht on Saturday.
People probably think we're talking shit, but
no, like we genuinely turned
did.
down on going on a super yacht with free piss on Saturday in Sydney.
Hope you're listening, Sterling.
To come to the Caco.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be a great weekend at the Caxton Craft Park party.
It will be. We'll be there.
What time does it kick off?
I don't know.
Maybe mid. I'm going to say midday.
Sterling wants us on stage before 3, so we'll be there before then.
Fuck, Jesus. I completely forgot we were going on stage, so I'm going to get really blind.
Yeah.
And
as if you weren't going to if we weren't going on stage.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Whoopsie.
Anyway, this is the last time you hear the Wednesday pod because we're going to get cancelled on Saturday. So thank you for listening.
Hope you enjoyed.
Bye.
Bye.